Mr. Burns, we've heard that a German consortium has offered to purchase the plant. Why are you meeting with them?
So I can look Uncle Fritz square in the monocle and say, Nein!
Wir denken, wir haben ein sehr gutes Angebot. Du verspielst deine Zeit. Oh, sir, what will you do next?
The world is my oyster, Smithers. Watch me blend in. Barkeep, some cheap domestic beer for me and my buddy here.
I'm not your buddy. Let me ask you something. Does your money cheer you up when you're feeling blue?
Yes.
Okay, bad example. So let me ask you this. Does your money ever hug you when you come home at night?
I know.
And does it ever say, I love you?
No, it doesn't.
Nobody loves you.
Good heavens, Smithers. They're not afraid of me anymore. What good is money if you can't inspire terror in your fellow man? I've got to get my plant back.
You are desperate to buy, and we are desperate to sell.
Desperate, eh? Advantage? Burns. That's my final offer. Take it or leave it.
You win, but beware. We Germans aren't all smiles and sunshine.
Uh-oh, the
Stop
Germans
it.
are coming to get
Stop
me.
that, please.
Oh, don't let the Germans come after me.
Please stop the pretending
no,
you're
the
scared
Germans are
game.
coming.
You know, we have a lot of expressions in the English language.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
What are we talking about?
Where'd that come from?
Most all of us use them every day.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means.
You know, we just say them as if they really made sense.
I mean, how silly is that?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
What the is he talking about?
Yo, what's up, what's good? You know the word, you know who it is, you know what it is. It's the Appraise the Phrase show, origins of everyday expressions, where we're here to do three things: unveil the origin, confirm the meaning, and assess the value of common everyday phrases. Man, 20 is in the building. What's good, brother?
What's going on, man? You sound a little raspy. Is that?
Dog, you know what? You know what's crazy? Rue seems like that. You sound funny. Like it's been the last couple of days. I don't know if I'm finally hitting puberty on him. I don't know if I'm finally hitting puberty on where I gotta. When Jesus was. But Rue was like, "Can you clear your throat, man?" I'm like, "Dog, I don't know what else to do."
That's that transformation from being a YN to an ON. He transforming from a YN to an ON.
Right before my eyes. Right before my eyes. I didn't even know. RIPOB. I didn't even know.
Yeah, bro. Hey, listen. That's lady. I nah.
That's not right there.
That's it right there. That's not
right there.
Number one open threat. I nah.
Hey, man. Appreciate you. You know we here, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm in the building. 20 in the building, man. What's up with you? Is it better now? Hold on.
Yeah.
Is it better now? Better now?
Hey, listen, man. Listen, it's not a better thing, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's an evolving thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not a better or worse. It's an evolving thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, this is episode 5. You finally can see us. We're not no cartoons.
Yeah.
This episode, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all loved it, y'all hated it, whatever.
But we got through it.
We got through it.
Hey, look. I don't know if y'all loved it or hated it, but it's in the past.
It's in the past now. You're going to have to fight to get it back. I'll tell you that much. You're going to.
You got to fight.
What's the word, man? Anything going on your end of the world before we get into the episode?
Nothing, man. Listen, I know 85% of the population done said this already, but this shit moving fast, man. I know that this is like the 25th year in a row I've said it, but this year moving fast, man. This year is moving fast as hell, bro.
It gets to a point, brother, where you're like, hey, all of these is a blink.
Mm-hmm. Once you get
all of them a blink, no, dog. We
that thing go like this, bro. Like once you get past that halfway point, it's downhill. That's what it says. It's downhill from here, boy. That thing moving fast. But other than that, I'm good.
Other than the fact Hey,
I'm in the
man,
pack,
that's one
man.
of
I'm
my
good,
favorite
man.
hats. Shout out to whoever designed that joint.
I appreciate it,
One
man.
of my
It's one of
favorite
my,
hats,
it's definitely
man.
my favorite hat too as well. I got to get my hat game up like you, man. But
Man, listen, first of all, we need whoever watching, if you got a hat curator, we're in the business for it. Two, I gotta get a whole new set, man. I need 5 more, maybe 4.
yeah,
You know what I'm missing, bro? One, something like that, like special designs. I only got like 2 special design ones, but I'm missing like a Dodgers blue one, bro.
yeah.
Tigers hat.
Oh, okay.
I can't find it nowhere.
Yo, it's crazy how it's like three cities that got everybody's colors. Like y'all, the Detroit hat, the Pittsburgh hat, and I feel like the Chicago joint. The Chicago they give
Yeah, the White Sox got a lot. The Yankees clearly got a lot.
Yeah, the Yankees got a lot. It's like that colorway. They don't give a fuck what city got that colorway. They just
They gonna take it. We definitely one of them, man.
Definitely, y'all definitely one of them that got everybody's colorway.
That's why I think we don't have one of those joints that you got on, because like that, the uniqueness, and I don't even think we could pull nothing off like that, to be honest. Without like, what could it be? What could it even be?
It would have to be DET,
Right?
right? Obviously, it would be because the Lions fuck you up.
They so bad. Like that's not even a nothing. That's not even a nothing, dog. Which what are you gonna? And the nigga be like, never mind. Designer be like, never mind. Stuck.
You know what am I gonna do, bro? I can't put no I in there. So what am I gonna do? Yeah,
Exactly. So,
but you know, crazy. Maybe, because you see how the dolphin is an I. So maybe something like that.
what letter could the lion be? Could the lion be the E?
Yeah,
if he's asking for help,
the lion can be the E.
if he's asking for help,
the lion can be like the E where he's looking up at you, throwing the E's up. You feel me? Maybe, bro. Look. Hey,
look,
I know
we're in the business of doing business.
We need to time stamp this. You feel me? So if somebody come out with an E, like, we
know where it came from. Hey, man, thank y'all. We got plenty of ideas if y'all ever want to support them. All right, man, let's get into it, dog. Today's phrase is actually, I went to our list. I went through the bag. It wasn't nobody's recommendation. And I stopped on this because, one, I have an affinity for them. Not the phrase, for a word in the phrase. And 2, I was like, man, based on my affinity, what's going on? So let's get to it, because I wanna see what your thoughts are. It's not too cumbersome of a history, so I thought it'd be a cool, smooth episode. So let's unveil the origin, confirm the meaning, and assess the value of the world is your oyster.
And in 8 parts, I'll explain that phrase.
Bro, yeah, you got me on this one.
Yeah. Do you? Let's jump into it. Like you heard it before?
I may have heard it. I want to say in a movie, but in my culture, in my everyday. Nah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely for me more of a 2 degrees removed at most. Like you said, movies, TV, somebody saying it that's like.
And for me, that's if that. Like I've heard it.
That's fair.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have to educate me on this one, Playboy.
Hey, I was educated yesterday because I wrote it yesterday. Nigga told on himself. It's okay. I write the episodes in real time, y'all. Look, now I gotta make up for it. Who doesn't?
You mean to tell me these guys don't have this information stored?
Exactly. You just don't know. Yeah, cats.
You let them down.
Magic trick. How to do? There's no rabbit in the hat.
You let them down, Playboy.
All right, man. Let's get into the dictionary meanings. Let's jump into the Oxford Dictionary. defines the world is your oyster, the world is my oyster, as you are in position to take the opportunities that life has to offer. Then my guys, Cambridge Dictionary, folks over at Cambridge, define the world is your oyster, the world is my oyster as you can do what you want or go where you want. And then the Collins Dictionary, making their first appearance, I believe, in season 5, says that it is a person can do anything or go anywhere that they want to. How did the definitions?
Maybe I'm not understanding the life of an oyster.
You feel me?
I think that's probably what it is. I'm not understanding why they use the word oyster.
And that was why I picked it out the bag. I'm like, I love oysters. You saw me. Hey, last time we recorded our rollout trailer for season 4.
Oh,
you remember we was on the dock, and I was like, "Hey, bro," you pulled out like, "Hey, bro, I know this is a shack, but these are the best oysters I've had in my life."
They good, Playboy. If they're not moving by the time they hit your table, they good.
They good. Hey, listen, that's now for southern spots off the coast. You're gonna have to like shake me like, you don't have to try these. That's like
yeah.
You don't have to try the oyster just because you're on the coast. That's like how I am with it. So I'm like, okay, opportunities in life, you can do what you want. The world is my oyster. Like I'm trying to connect it.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those ones that like kind of where this show kind of goes, right? Because it's like this one don't have no real implication inside the phrase.
Right.
So which definition though, before I move on from, do you have a definition that like makes you lean in more than any one of them? I can repeat them if necessary.
Yeah, because they all seem to say the same thing. It's like none of them were like conflicting with each other.
Right. The only one that I kind of rock with, obviously Cambridge and Collins saying the exact same thing. Almost. And but Oxford gave it a little bit of a different one where it's like position to take opportunities that life has to offer as opposed to just doing what you want, how you want.
Yeah,
so when I saw that, I'm like, all right, I want to dive into that. So let's dive into that.
Where'd that come from?
All right, man. So its original appearance, our first mention of our guy in season 5, Shakespeare's comedy, The Merry Wives of Windsor, published in 1602. Billy Shakes is back for The World Is Your Oyster. The World Is My
Better
Oyster.
than ever.
You got to honor him. Hey, Billy's back. So, in 1602, from the comedy, The Merry Wives of Windsor, the actual quote in that play is, "The world's mine oyster." And it's a conversation between two of the main characters, Falstaff and Pistol, and it goes something like this. "I will not lend thee a penny," says Falstaff. Pistol goes, "Why, then the world's mine oyster, which with sword will open." And Falstaff said, "Not a penny." Real quick, fun fact.
I'm sorry, bro.
No, you don't have to be sorry.
Can we grade this already?
Can we get to the grade? No, man. I don't get where you're going.
Hey,
no, stand on it now. Stand on it now. Let's see how you stand on it later.
But this twist, boy, it better be a goddamn 6 Sense twist. Oh, this motherfucker, boy.
You done named one of the best twists in cinematic history.
No, it has to be.
My dog said, currently, this is the 14th seed. Currently.
My bad, bro. My bad.
No, you don't have to apologize because somebody has to be last. And at some point.
Listen, y'all. Y'all know I give people the benefit. Y'all know that that's why
I need a boo button.
Hold on now. I didn't say the whole thing.
You didn't say
the whole thing. But I usually give people benefit But this one, boy, this finding it hard, bro, because I feel like everything that you've said about it is still not giving that reason why. Maybe I'm jumping the gun.
Hey, look.
Maybe I'm jumping.
Have at it. All right, fun fact, because this also ain't going to attach to nothing, but it's simply a cool little fact.
Yeah, what's up?
We're talking about movies. Do you remember the movie John Tucker Must Die?
Yeah.
That is a...
Don't tell me this where the saying come from.
No. That is an updated interpretation of this play.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, wait.
I don't know the premise of John Tucker Must Die. I learned it through this research. Do you know? Do you know?
No. I don't. If my mind is going back enough, is that the one with Ashanti in it?
Oh, let me check, man. Let me actually check.
I feel like there was a movie that I saw just because of Ashanti. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is my adolescence days.
Oh, my dog is so good at this.
Yeah,
Ashanti is in John Tucker Must Die.
Yes, bro. She's like the only black joint in there.
Correct. As I'm looking at the cast.
Yes, bro. And I gave it some attention because of Ashanti.
Oh baby, I'm shy.
That was during that time too as well, Playboy. And I was just like, I can't believe Shanti put herself in this movie. But you know what? I gave it to her because it was like a situation of, hell yeah, we got one inside of this movie. And I don't remember the movie. I feel like the premise is they were chasing, this guy was, it's some guy that they all liked and he played him and now he had to die. But
oh my gosh. Okay.
But but it was like in a white high school.
It's a white teen comedy.
Teen comedy type of deal. Yeah. But it wasn't
white teen comedy for sure.
I feel like now it would be a little bit more, but like back then it was more like real fluff.
No, this actually, yeah. Now I'm remembering the premise, or you're explaining the premise. I'm gonna, in my mind, and I guess you can too, connect this actual play with how, like that. Again, I have no idea how the movie went, but I'm gonna guess. All right, let's jump into it. So again, 1602. Falstaff, I will not lend you a penny. Pistol says, well, then the world's my oyster. I'm gonna take that penny with the sword that I got, and I'm going to get this penny. Falstaff says, I'm still not giving you a penny. So Shakespeare is actually, in this play, Shakespeare's reintroducing one of his most popular characters, Sir John Falstaff. But this time, he's a con man, planning to con 2 Windsor women out of their money. He has his usual disreputables around him. So Pistol's one of his disreputable crew. And then among them, a man named Pistol, who utters the immortal line, the world's my oyster, during that conversation about some money, about some bread. Now, here's the connection, bro. We're just going to jump straight to the connection, and we're going to walk our way back. So we're not about to go through no gymnastics to connect this. The original metaphor of the world being an oyster from baseline has violent connotations. So remember the definitions, violent connotations, as oysters are notoriously difficult to open, and we use special sharp tools to do it. So basically, it takes violence to open an oyster, to even shuck them. To shuck them, we gotta. So that's where Pistol is going with that. Now, we're going to explore that a little bit more, but let's check in. I want to check in with you on it, on like a moment where you were like, hey, I got to take a bold approach. Maybe even a violent one. Maybe like to get a version, to get something you wanted. Like, what was your sharp tool moment where you're like, hey, man, it don't got to be pure violence, bro. Because I know out of the two of us.
Yeah.
But like, what's your like, hey, I got to use this sharp tool to get what I got to get?
Metaphorically speaking.
Please.
I've always wanted to say that. I've always wanted to say that because of Jim Carrey. But, yeah, I would say, like, I feel like it's blocking me because I'm trying to use this phrase as a reference.
Ah, okay.
As opposed to just something that I had to like, I mean, because like it was one of those situations where I felt football was my way out of a lot of things, you know? And the more I leaned into football, the more opportunities I had. So Maybe that was like my sharp tool, as opposed to cracking open like the world or seeing more of the world, other places other than Miami. And I use football to do that, or sports to do that.
Ooh, yeah, that's dope. I like you taking it as like, what is my sharp tool?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was my sharp tool?
Yeah.
Cool. Like for me, I like that. I could say the same, but I also I also have many moments where I'm like, yeah, this is a moment where I'm like, hey,
I'm about to shuck the hell out of this shit.
I'm gonna shuck the hell out of you if you don't. Like, what is that? What is that moment? I mean, dog. I'm trying to think, man. I
Hey, listen, we're not here to implicate ourselves.
I know, that's why I'm like, hey, listen.
That's not what we're doing.
That's not what we do on this show.
Not to the black man. Not to the black man. We don't implicate us.
Hey man, the glove does not fit many a time. But what I will say is that I'll say this. I'm for the original connotation of this phrase. Like I'm if it never transitioned into just taking advantage of opportunities or just doing what you want, go where you go, I could say like, all right, I am a person that will if must be, I will shuck the oyster.
I think everybody has that.
You think?
I honestly, I want to say everybody, but like, no, how about this? Everybody has that capability. Now, people that act on it, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like when you push, it's like when you push in a corner type of deal, which way you're going to go, you know? And I feel like everybody has that moment where they can react a certain way. But
would you say even if push comes to shove, the world is my oyster?
Yo, you know what? I was just thinking this, Mario. I was just thinking this. That I feel like this phrase will be like, I'm waiting for you to say that there's some more to this phrase. Like, I feel like the world is my oyster is half of the phrase. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like now with the definition and going back to the play and getting this, you know, getting the origin and everything like that, it's like it has to be more to it, because if there was more to it, then it would make a lot more sense. Like it would, like you say, push come to shove, the world is my oyster. Then it's like, okay, well, that definitely makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
Because
that
now,
yeah.
I'm about to shuck this oyster. You know what I'm saying? If I want this oyster, I'm gonna have to shuck it. I'm gonna have to open it up. I'm gonna have to clean it. I'm gonna have to do all the things, the preparations necessary for me to enjoy it. You get what I mean? And now, the world is a shucked oyster. That's even more. I feel like that's even easier to comprehend, because it's
okay. Hey, you got a hold right there. You got a hold right there.
You pause it.
No, you're not fucking nothing up. But like, you really got. Don't forget that, because that's a conversation I want to have as an aside from all the facts.
Yeah.
That you took the definition of. Mm-hmm. Like you created like a connection to the definition that, I'll just be frank with you, bro, is not there.
It's not there. Yeah.
It's not there. So hold that. Is the world a shucked oyster? Hold that, dog. That's actually very brilliant. Let's go. Now I'm about to skim through this a little bit faster because I want to have that conversation. To be honest. So let me get the people the facts, and then we can have that conversation, man. Because so the key part of this play, and the key part of that phrase in this play, is that Falstaff being one of Shakespeare's like most popular characters, Queen Elizabeth. It's rumored that Queen Elizabeth was like, "Hey, make a play where Falstaff is weak, because Falstaff is typically not like this weak con man. Make weak is understating it, but like she wanted more control over Falstaff. Maybe man woman thing, but the relationship between Falstaff and Pistol is where the phrase like is more strictly this doing what you got to do type of deal. So John Falstaff and Pistol, the relationship is significant because it ties into the themes that Shakespeare wants to talk about, which is greed, deception, and like social parody, basically offering thoughts on like Falstaff, who again is this proud guy, this debonair guy who's now all of a sudden losing his influence and reputation. Like that's where, and this play isn't one of his popular ones, maybe because it undermines Falstaff. It's like, real quick, don't let me digress too much. It's like the Hulk not being able to do nothing in Infinity War and Endgame. Like all of a sudden,
that's exactly what happened, though. That's exactly
all of a sudden he's like powerless.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Like if I had any gripe, because I'm about to digress. If I had any gripe about Infinity War Endgame, it's the fact that mattered that Hulk was a non-factor the whole movie.
How, dog?
The whole movie.
Wouldn't even show up. Like needed Tony Stark.
The whole movie, and the fact of the matter that this nigga needed a sling for his arm killed me. It killed me, bro. It killed me. You mean to tell me that he couldn't die from putting a bullet in his mouth? He couldn't die from all this other stuff. He's walking around with a sling in his arm because the gamma radiation of this goddamn glove was too much.
Bro, that is the perfect interpretation. That is the modern day interpretation of what Sir John Falstaff went through if we were in the time of Shakespeare in this play. This play comes out and all of a sudden Falstaff don't got no control of his people. Okay, and that's where this phrase comes from. So Pistol is one of Falstaff's ragtag followers. So he's brash, boastful, and exaggerated. Mm-hmm. He's loud, he's flamboyant, and he's like has good use of words. So that's how the world's my oyster. That's why he was the one that said it.
Right.
Because it's a joke. It's Shakespeare's way of joking about like being a hero and having like bravado. Like if you can be an actual hero with bravado, or you can be like Pistol, who can talk it but can't really walk in your followers. So Flagstaff used to command a kind of loyalty in his Henry the Fourth play. So that's where he was mainly like Falstaff was in the Henry IV plays, and he was the man. And here comes his Merry Wives of Windsor play, and he's losing control of the crew. Pistol, a dude named Nim, they refuse to carry out his plans to seduce these wealthy women for money.
Right.
And like, so it's like, I'm assuming they're like, hey, this is lame or whatever. So the defiance marks a shift, and he's no longer the charismatic leader. He's a fading figure whose followers mock him and abandon him and are willing to get violent with him to get their money, to make the world his oyster.
Like Odysseus. I feel you.
Like yes, which I cannot wait to see Odyssey 2026. Cannot wait to see that. Shout out. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, so another one. I'm breezing through it. I'll start this. This is one for me, but you can jump in. Like I had to ask myself, and I wanted to ask you, like, have I ever trusted somebody to help me pull something off, whether it be a surprise, even a prank, something simple, only for them to totally sell me out or mess me up? And the list is so long. No. I don't have like a real like sold me out list.
Yeah.
But I do have hey man, what happened to both sides of the deal? I have a list. I have a list for that, G. I have a real list of like, this is the best you got versus the best I got.
Right.
I have a real like where the plan is something and it doesn't go where, I mean, truth be told, a lot of what we're doing in this business, a lot of what we're learning in this business is either people ain't got it and they willing to go with you, or they will like undermine you to get on, in a sense. Like I've seen it. Now I'll have a specific one. I'll take it this far, bro, because we in season 5 and things are looking good. The thing we did before ATP, you remember? I don't know if you remember. I had the gym out in Boston. Yeah. Was running that, was going great. I had the understudy. You know what I'm saying? He was a Massachusetts native. I'm not a Massachusetts native. So I come out there, we bring the Michigan thing, similar to like we learned from the South. So let me like pay homage. Me, my crew, Lou, if you look at the first episode of Mental Health Playbook, Lou, Justin Sasante, bunch of guys, legacy football. We went down, we learned from Texas, Florida, all that, 7-on-7. We learned all the game. Brought it up to Michigan. Popped in Michigan. We like, all right, I moved to Massachusetts. My boys was like, hey, man, can you get it popping out in Massachusetts? I'm like, there's no landscape. Get it popping. We get the legacy, the 7-on-7, the football development. I get the gym going. My understudy out of nowhere, dog, out of nowhere. You know who you are. I ain't got no beef with you, but you know who you are. Disappeared all of a sudden popped out with his brand, started to poach some of the dudes that were on the fringe anyway. And I'm like, dog, all you had to do was say something. I never made it a situation where you couldn't do this. Matter of fact, Jesse Sapalu, he's deep with legacy. He runs the Polynesian Bowl. So like the big game that Travis Hunter played in, where like top U.S. players and Polynesian players, they get together in high school. He said, he's the one that told me, Justin, all them. He was like, hey man, like I see how y'all get down, because there's a lot of people that try to like create their own things, and like the kids or whatever, and like, okay, who crew you running with? You a legacy kid? You a blah blah kid? He was like, hey man, we ain't create football, dog. Yeah. We don't own football. So we came from that. Like, we like, hey man, but he definitely undersold me. Yeah. He definitely undersold the brand. He doing pretty good now. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to him, because like his heart typically is in the right place, but he know what he did. Yeah. He know what he did. All right, man. My bad. Digressing a little bit. So let's jump into this. The world is the oyster themes in Shakespeare's plays, because I want to get to that, the thing you said. So the phrase "the world is my oyster" only appeared once in Shakespeare's plays, bro. One time, never uttered it again. But he did use the metaphor many times after. So like taking the world by force, conquest, and all that show up in 5 of his other plays. So I'm gonna list them off for you. Macbeth, which enforces ambition and force, where Macbeth is vaulting his willingness to commit violence to seize power. And that's like the crack it open by any means energy. Julius Caesar was all about conquest and self-perception, because Cassius spoke of shaping his own fate. Like, he'll do whatever to make sure he reaches his destiny. He's not bound by the stars or his lack of will. Richard III, he had a ruthless seizing of power. He openly schemed and manipulated to get to the top of the throne. And then you got where Falstaff was the man, Henry IV, part 1 and part 2, where he doesn't repeat the metaphor, but he's constantly scheming and indulging, and he takes what he can throughout the whole thing. But it's an opportunistic tone through more comedy than violence. So that's where that how did it go from violence? How did it go from violence is right here. Falstaff, it wasn't supposed to be. Falstaff made it not violence, but using it against Falstaff made it violence. And then the Tempest, which is control versus harmony. So which one, before we get into this last thing, which one is the closest to your version of it out of those 5? And I can repeat them. You muted, bro, or something. I can't hear you.
No, I was just thinking in my head. Nah, I would say, I don't know, man. I don't know.
It don't sound like you really move like this, to be totally honest.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. Like, that's what I'm trying to, like, I feel like I'm forcing it, but I don't really move like that, bro. Like, it's just different, man. It's different from me.
That's so crazy. Okay, cool. Damn, let's not waste no time.
Because I was like really like trying to put 2 and 2 together, like partial. If you're talking about partial, yeah, I'm partial to all of them. But like, if I had to say, nah, man, this is my method of movement, I couldn't. Because
I'll probably say Richard III. No.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm like Caesar. No.
Exactly, like Caesar. No. I'm not. No. I mean, I think I'm the closest to this Julius Caesar play. Cassius.
Yeah.
Shaping one's own fate, suggesting that men are not bound by the stars, but by the lack of their will. Like, bro, you know I act like that. You know I act like you, so you can't choose to do it.
Yeah. I get you. You
know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's completely like I'll kill it, like, but like I do move like God gonna stop me is the only one that's gonna stop me.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the closest one. I would say second would be Flagstaff, not the weak one.
That's what I was thinking too. Like, because the weak part was just like, nah.
Yeah, like now, mind you, I'm not above. Obviously, clearly, I just told a story. I'm not above getting like not having loyalty and losing charisma. I'm not above that, but not in that way.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like before I move, man, those things are already solidified. It's like I don't move without knowing if there's loyalty there. I don't move without knowing. You get what I mean? Like
You really don't, though. You really don't.
whatever.
You really don't. That's real.
I've been motionless for so long that like I'm used to it. So it's like when I do move, nigga, it's like like I see, and that's why I said maybe cash, because it's like I that is my free will to move. Like I choose not to move. You know what I'm saying? I'll choose not to move. So it's like, so when I do move,
that's hard, bro. I actually respect that. I respect, like, I'm not going just because going is there.
Yeah, I'm not going just because that's what everybody's doing. No, I enjoy seclusion. So if everybody wants to leave, like you're doing me a favor. Now I have more room to frolic.
So much room for activities. No, dog. All right, keep that thought. Let's attach it to this thought, because I slightly touched on, like, okay, so Falstaff before this other play, he was the world is my oyster in metaphor, not in line, like without the line, but he was like, I'm a smooth, opportunistic, in a wise, cunning way, like not in a violent way, cunning. I take advantage of opportunities. And then here comes Buddy saying, like, I'll open the oyster. But you made a good point where you said, if the world is a shucked oyster?
Shucked oyster. Yeah, it's easier.
That's the only way that the Collins and Cambridge definitions work.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what, like, where's your mind go? Where was your mind going? Sorry to interrupt you then, but like, where was your mind going when you were saying that, dog? Like, if the world's an unshucked oyster,
because it's like the hardest
part, or shucked oyster.
The hardest part is over. So yeah, it's easier to get to the oyster. Yeah, it's easier to enjoy those because the work was already done. You know what I mean? Like the preparation of oyster. A lot of people don't understand the preparation of oysters. They just want the finished product, and the finished product is the oyster sitting on top of the shell, not connected still with ice and the mignonette and all that other good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you get the oyster, all you have to do is just keep that the hand steady from here to here, and everything else is simple, it's easy. But when you're talking about shucking the oyster, you're talking about putting in the work to making sure that the oyster is good, like scraping it off just to see that opening, so you can go ahead and violently put that shucker in there and then click it open without cutting yourself, taking it out, cleaning it out, making sure that the oyster is edible. Then you gotta open the oyster. No, seriously, you scrape the oyster.
You're naming it.
Scrape the oyster off of that. Get all of the juice, the natural juice inside of the oyster out of there. You know what I mean? Because that right there will turn people off. And then you got to put it on a plate. And that's just one. So if you got if you got somebody that ordered 12 or 24 oysters, that's not a process you can do 24 at a time. You have to do that shit one at a time. So that's why I mean, like when it comes to I can just move with ease and not have to worry about nothing. No, that's a shucked oyster, bro. Like it's you putting down work to shuck that oyster, to open up that word. That's why I said football will probably be the best way to describe it, because it opened up a lot of things that I probably wouldn't have been open up to if I had not gone or had not played. Like, bro, first time I got on a plane, first time I seen snow was at 18 on a recruiting visit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Imagine that. I went 18 years without getting on a plane of my life. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. No, heard you, bro. Damn. So, you had to shuck the oyster.
Yeah, bro. It took 18 years of shucking oysters to enjoy it.
Man, let's grade it, man. Off the strength.
And that's off the strength.
That's off the strength. off the strength, dog.
With a 2.
That's graded, man. Power grade, impact when it's said, heard. What you got, man? A through F.
Listen, power. I'm gonna have to give it a C, C plus. Only because of William Shakespeare. Only because of William Shakespeare, because I feel like, as you guys are gonna see, man, this dude was just super impactful on just literacy. He was just super impactful on a lot of the behavior, even today. Like you can see like remnants of him in everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only other person that people talk about like that is maybe Genghis Khan. But it's like, you know.
Oh, he was shucking oysters, boy.
Bro, but that's what I'm saying. Like people would like to look at him in a negative tone, but it's a lot of influence that he still has. And it's same as William Shakespeare. There's a couple people out there that look at him as a negative tone. We're not gonna bring him up unless we have to bring him up. We're not gonna bring him up unless we have to bring him up. But it's a lot of people that didn't like William Shakespeare, but you can still see his influence from, you know, I think he had even more influence from after his death, as opposed to, you know, and that's huge to say.
Big.
So I'll give it a C, man. I'll give it a C. It's one of those things that it would have been a little bit more powerful if it had a couple more words, if it was just a little bit more to the definition. But I give it a C because a lot of people use it. The world is my oyster. I know a lot of people use it. It's just one that I don't use.
Heard that. All right, man. C plus with speed. Is it eloquent? Does it flow off the tongue? It doesn't. The world is my oyster. The world's mind's oyster is cooler because of the less syllables,
right?
Like the actual original. But the world is my oyster. The world is your oyster, type of deal. I think part of it standing out is that it's not that smooth to say. So like, even though you don't use it, you probably recognize it because the words are like, you know, it's just one of those things that the words aren't really. They aren't as good as an oyster. I give you that much. So I'm gonna go with a C, straight C. It's like an average. Like it's not a lot of words, but the words aren't cool.
And it's only 4 words. That's the crazy thing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's only 4.
You would think that it would be a little bit more, because like if you say the world is mine, that's like, you know, that's A, as opposed to add an oyster and that made it a C type deal.
Oyster is their issue here.
So
C.
All
right, man. Now before we combine our grades here, I gotta preface, and I gotta like try to influence you, like the culmination you came to, the realization you came to, with the definitions. 2, opportunities versus doing what you want. Grade it that way as well. You standing on it, dog.
I'm standing on it, bro. I'm standing on it because even when I get across all of it, it's like culture-wise is a huge part of my grading, and I don't really say that too much, but it is. Culture-wise is, and I just feel like culturally it don't hit it for me.
That's fair. What does that look like grade-wise?
I would still say C, man. I'll keep it down.
C. All right. C, for me, I'm gonna be a little bit higher than you on the overall, mainly because, like, kind of from your impact, the William Shakespeare influence.
Right.
For it to only have been uttered once, and have this much traction from it being uttered once. Now I get the context. Like, it took him undermining at that time one of his most popular characters to get it done. Like, you know, I don't have a line from Endgame or Infinity War where it makes sense to compare, but just like we know it is etched in our mind how bad Thanos whooped on the Hulk in that opening scene of Infinity War. It's etched in our mind how we never saw Hulk again in Endgame, to the point where we are waiting to see Hulk again. And the minute they announced that in the MCU, I think everyone that cares still is gonna like have a higher sense of critique of it. Like that was the impact. That was the impact of that. So it was brilliant from William Shakespearean to use that one bar to say, hey, you got to kind of go like this, as opposed to if you're going to do this, this is what it means. You have to violently do it, because otherwise you can do it being cool and opportunistic, like Falstaff. And I think that is worth something in it. And also the people that say it, and what I've heard it come from people that are looking at the world as a shucked oyster, which I like so much that I'm going to give it a B. So B+, we'll go C+ to manage it.
Okay, all right, I get you that, man.
Yeah, no, like you actually upped it. You actually upped it with that, bro.
Oyster, bro, if it was the world is a shucked oyster, then I would say all of my grades change.
The phrase "the world is a shucked oyster," and then using it as a way of like, I do what I want, I can do what I can, I do what I want, I go where I want. That phrase with that definition, gold.
Yeah,
I agree. All right, we made it, man. We made it. We got our last thing before we get up out of here.
The dictionary of
Your turn.
misinformation.
Let's do P.
T?
P. Pushing P.
Pushing P. All right, let's see. Going for P. QRSTV. Hey, let's do the origin of pretzels. I'm going to try to get through this fast because it's a lot. Both the Granny Goose Pretzel Company, the only pretzels made to music, and Martin Emerson, a freelance writer, are responsible, no doubt, among others, for the quite charming and entirely false story of how the pretzel originated. Granny Goose's explanation is printed on the back of a bag, and Abramson's account in Best Western Way basically used the same, though it was very much embellished. They said it was given to children who were pretzels were given to children who were faithful in their religious observances. The bits of twisted baked dough came to be called preciola, the Latin for little reward. From preciola to pretzel is only a small step, especially for those who have no training in linguistics. So we got the word pretzel. It does seem a rather shame so heartwarming a tale should fall so short from the truth, but it does merely a quick trip to the dictionary reveals that pretzel derives from, prosaically enough, the German word for branch. So it's not Latin for little reward, and it is just basically another word for branch because a pretzel looks like a branch.
What? Oh.
Yeah, so people for a long time thought pretzel meant little reward, and it was like, "Ooh, here's your pretzel, little reward."
Nah,
it is called a pretzel because it looks like a branch.
Okay.
Hey, get us out of here, brother.
No, man. Just go out and make the world a shucked oyster for you or somebody else. You know, don't be afraid to shuck it for somebody else. You know, doesn't have to always shuck it for yourself. Just shuck it for somebody and let them shuck it.
Listen, I almost wasn't mature enough to let that valuable lesson go unlaughed at.
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually true. Shuck the oyster for someone else and not just yourself all the time.
Hey, Mario.
I'm in the building where I'll leave you with this. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We're brought to you by the Underdog Podcast Network. Subscribe, like this episode, share this episode out. Go to appraisethephrase.com. Check out some articles from our Writers Club. Go grab the game. New designs are probably finished by now. Check out our other shows produced by us. Event coming soon in October. We'll talk about that when it happens. And remember that value is in the eye of the appraiser. We'll check you next week.
Yeah, like.